The political landscape has been jolted by a revealing endorsement from J.D. Vance, a potential vice presidential candidate, of a book titled, Unhuman, that promotes extreme far-right ideologies. This endorsement provides crucial insight into both Vance's personal beliefs and the broader implications for American democracy, particularly given his proximity to potentially becoming second in line to the presidency. The book in question celebrates notorious authoritarian figures, including Franco of Spain and Augusto Pinochet of Chile. Franco's overthrow of Spain's democratic Second Republic and Pinochet's regime of torture and execution are portrayed not as cautionary tales of authoritarian excess but as blueprints for political action. Pinochet's regime was particularly known for horrific acts, including throwing political prisoners from helicopters and forcing pregnant women to give birth while chained to beds before executing them, with their babies given to supporters of the regime. The endorsement's significance is amplified by the nature of book blurbs in publishing. As someone familiar with the industry explains, authors typically receive dozens of requests annually to endorse books, but only select a few after thoroughly reading them. This suggests Vance's endorsement represents a conscious alignment with the book's extreme viewpoints rather than a casual oversight. The book's support network extends deep into the contemporary far-right political establishment. Steve Bannon, a key Trump strategist, wrote the foreword, while Tucker Carlson and Donald Trump Jr. have also endorsed it. This constellation of supporters indicates a concerning mainstreaming of extremist ideologies within certain political circles. Central to the book's thesis is the characterization of liberals, Democrats, and anyone outside the MAGA movement as unhuman. This dehumanization of political opponents mirrors the rhetoric historically used by authoritarian regimes to justify political violence. The author also promotes various conspiracy theories, including Pizzagate, which falsely claims Democratic leaders are involved in demon-possessed child trafficking operations. A striking contradiction emerges in Vance's position. While he criticizes diversity initiatives and mocks women of color in professional positions, his own wife is of Indian descent and has achieved similar professional success. This hypocrisy raises questions about his authentic beliefs versus political positioning, particularly given his willingness to attack others who share his wife's background. The timing of this revelation gains additional significance in light of recent Supreme Court decisions regarding presidential immunity. The book's advocacy for political violence, combined with expanded legal protections for presidential actions, presents a concerning scenario for democratic institutions and the rule of law. This endorsement exists within a broader context of increasing political extremism. For instance, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s controversial statements about vaccines and reported pranks involving dead animals in Central Park represent another facet of this trend toward political extremism gaining mainstream acceptance. The media's role in investigating and exposing these connections becomes increasingly crucial. The endorsement of Unhuman isn't merely a literary choice. It represents a window into the fundamental beliefs and potential future actions of those seeking the highest offices in American government. The book explicitly draws parallels between historical authoritarian actions and what it suggests should be done to political opponents in America today. This revelation demands serious consideration from voters and media alike. When a potential vice presidential candidate openly supports literature that advocates for political violence and celebrates dictators who murdered their opponents, it raises fundamental questions about the direction of American democracy and the values of those seeking to lead it. The endorsement of Unhuman serves as a stark warning about the potential consequences of normalizing extreme political ideologies and the importance of maintaining vigilance in defending democratic institutions against authoritarian impulses. The mainstreaming of such extreme views through seemingly legitimate channels like book endorsements represents a concerning development in American political discourse.